Hey guys, this is Karthik Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. Today was the expiry and to be frank, we had a bearish start but then a crazy recovery. But you may call it a coincidence, but the recovery happened from pretty much exactly our zone. So once again, if you were using our charts, you would have had a really nice trading session today. Personally, we were able to book around 280 points on BANKNIFTY and then we called it a day. I did not take any further trades. On the equity watchlist side, we had two triggers and both of them closed near cost. So no target, no SL, no harm, no foul. All things considered, it was a good green trading session. Definitely a green expiry, and I hope the same goes for you as well. Let me know in the comments below how was your expiry, honestly. Starting with the first one for tomorrow, what we have is SBI in, where we are going to go for a long position at the previous swing high or resistance. Again, broken should turn support now at 243. Stop loss at 240 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. The second one that we have is HUL. It's now on HUL we have gone slightly aggressively because we had a higher low formation starting out. It did make a higher low, and now it is on its way to break the previous swing high. So we're going to go for an aggressive long entry at 2145. Stop loss at 2120. Ideal targets 1% on the upside. The third is Bajaj Auto. Again, just like HUL, it seems to have had a fresh breakout. So we're going to go for a good, slightly aggressive trade, not too aggressive, of a supply zone turn demand now at 3115. Stop loss at 3080. Ideal targets 1% on the upside. The fourth is Sun Pharma, where we are going to go for a short position. Conversely, keeping in mind, of course, if you keep the bullish market, this can appear as a slightly counter trend, but as you can see from the broader picture, every time it has been rejected from 520 to 525 level pretty violently. So right now what we are going to do is take a shot at 520, stop loss at 526, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the last, ACC. ACC, we're going to go for a breakout trade. You can see, you might say that it's on its way to making a lower high formation, but if you look at the impulsiveness of the recovery that it had in the last 2 hours, that's pretty strong, and even the candles are very small upper wicks, so the buying pressure seems to be there. We're going to go for a long above 1705, stop loss at 1685, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Now moving on to the indices. First, as usual, starting with Nifty. Nifty has closed near a zone. It's an important zone at 13040. That is where the previous up move halted, and once that level was broken, that is from where the downfall started as well. So if that level is not broken, we'll be back at 12950. If that level is broken, we'll be back at 13150. Either way, it's a 100-point move. I'd like to trade the interaction with this zone tomorrow or even on Monday. Let's see how that goes. When we talk about the option chain for Nifty, we have immediate resistance at 13,000 with 854,000 added contracts. Significant at 13,200 with 600,000 added contracts. On the support side, you have 12,900 with 1.1 million added contracts, which is still a lot. Significant at 12,800 with 1.2 million added contracts. So generally, if you look at the option chain as a whole, you'll see that the puts have been added quite a bit more aggressively with respect to the calls. So it does seem to be, as of now, that the put writers or the support makers are a bit more confident about their levels being held. When we talk about the PCR, that comes out to be at 0.9, which puts it in the moderately bearish category. Let's see what goes. It is Friday, so I'd advise trade lightly. Keep the money that you made throughout the week with you. Don't lose it all at the last trading session of the week. Now the last chart that we have is BANKNIFTY. BANKNIFTY too, there is one zone at about 29,750, 29,700 to 750. It's about a 40-50 point zone. If it breaks on the upside, we have a smooth 400 points up move. If it breaks on the downside, we're going to have a stepwise lower high formation. Whichever way it goes, that zone is critical for BANKNIFTY right now. So trade break or rejection of that zone. There is actually no entry for the coming 100 points on BANKNIFTY. Now when you look at the option chain for BANKNIFTY, you have resistance immediate at 29,500 with 221,000 added contracts. Significant at 30,000 with 355,000 added contracts. On the support side, you have 29,200 as immediate support with just 85,000 added contracts. Significant at 29,000 with 195,000 added contracts. PCR comes out to be at 0.82. which again puts it in the moderately bearish category. So Bank Nifty, I would say the option chain is slightly more skewed toward the bears, whereas on Nifty it's slightly more skewed toward the bulls. Let's see, tomorrow can be range bound if you keep in mind the opposite nature of the option chains of these two big indices. But let's see, it's the Friday, as I said, don't go heavy, lock in the gains that you made throughout the week, and just try to close the week on a good green note. That's all for tonight, guys. This marks the end of the last analytical video for the week. I'll be back in the weekend, hopefully this time actually with some weekend upload. You end the week on a green note. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment and press that bell notification icon as well. Have a good night. Bye.